Hey guys, Sean Bougie, surplusfundsriches.net. And I get this question a lot. People say, hey man, I don't understand how it's not saturated and how it's not, this is something that we can no longer pursue. There's too many people working this. It's been around for a long time. I would have thought that way too. When we first started doing this in the early 2000s, about 2003, we stumbled on it in the court. But when we first started to do it, we thought, man, this is going to be out. 10 years is all we got for this run. But it hasn't worked out that way. And I'll tell you why. It's not because the information isn't available. There aren't programs you can buy. And it isn't because there are, people aren't working. Some people aren't. But it's not because people don't work the program. It's a combination of things. And this is why you failed. If you're out there and you're listening to me and you got somebody else's program, 30% of the people that come on board with me started with someone else. So I know the information you're getting from other people. I'm not making fun of anybody, being derogatory. I'm just saying we do things differently. So the reason you failed is a couple reasons. One, a lot of people aren't teaching you that you have to research debt. If you're not researching debt, if there was additional debt at the time of the foreclosure against the person or the property, okay, that debt, even though there was a foreclosure and it kicked out the debt against the property, it didn't kick out that debt against the surplus. That debt still has a priority claim to the surplus. So you're spinning your wheels, chasing people that aren't entitled to the money because there's a lien or another second mortgage in the way. The other problem is you're trying to get a hold of the wrong owner because particularly in the mortgage overages, they're going to list the person that was on the mortgage. That might not have been the owner, guys. Ownership and debt are two different things. Mom can buy a house for her kid. Husband can buy a house and have a divorce and give it to the wife, but the original mortgage was in his name. So you're chasing Larry. And guys, 50% of marriages end in divorce, right? You're chasing Larry, and it's really due to Mary, okay? So you need to know how to do that, to search to see if there were any deed transfers and if there was additional debt against the property. Second thing you're doing is you're not getting the right. Some of these guys are saying you can use Facebook to find people. They lost their property in a foreclosure. Do you think they're updating their Facebook information on an ongoing basis so that creditors can come and find them? They didn't just get in trouble over the mortgage. The mortgage isn't the only people they weren't paying. Something happened. I'm not making fun of them. Something happened. A financial disaster happened, okay? So you're not going to find them on Facebook. You're not going to find them using bullcrap searches. You've got to use a real skip tracing system, and you have to mail and call. You can't just call and leave a message and they're going to call you back. People do not return calls unless they see credibility behind your call. You also need to know what to say to them. A lot of these guys are telling you, don't tell them. Don't tell them where the money is. Oh my God. Tell them when they sign the contract, then you'll tell them where the money is. Well, I can't think of a shadier sounding deal than that. Tell them where the money is. We use attorneys, okay, every single time, even if we don't need them. We also do a structured buyout where we give the claimant a portion of the funds up front as good faith money. And of course, that's our hook, right? People need to start rebuilding now, not 4 months from now, okay? Finally, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe people getting involved with this business and they want to do it on their own. We partner with you guys on a couple of our programs, and we do the calls and a lot of the heavy lifting. And you can see that at surplusfundsriches.net. But I get a lot of times people go, yeah, I started and I researched the debt and I lined some people up and I did some mailings and I was afraid to call them. You want to run your own business, or you want to be a partner with someone and run it, and you don't want to call people? Because we tell them where the money is and because we're upfront about everything, we're telling them good news. Why would you be afraid to do that? Why? Why would you be afraid to do that? Anyway, those are the major reasons people fail in this business. If you guys are serious about getting started and want to work a program that works, surplusfundsriches.net. Hope this helped.